It's Danny Johnson here, and today we're going to be talking about launching a boat. So it's something that should be done with more than one person, and backing it up is going to be among the hardest parts. So I'm going to show you a few tips and tricks that I use for that. But anyway, as soon as you get your boat over to the launch prep area, that's where you're going to take off the back straps. So make sure that these are down. Some of these are ratchet straps, some of them like this you just pull. But you're just going to take these and disconnect them and take them completely off of the trailer. So make sure that you have these off. There's usually one on each side, and so right before going down the hills when you'll do that. Also make sure your drain plug is in, and so this is one for sure that you want to make sure is snug and tight. There's a tool for it usually as well, so that it doesn't come loose. Make sure that's in. The boat will take on a lot of water very quickly without that in there, even if you forget for just a few minutes. Okay, also make sure that your trim is up so that you're not going to drag the propeller or any of the drive system. One of the things I like to do is head down the ramp face first. First of all, you can see the whole ramp a lot better that way. You're not blind backing it. And also, I like to go down on the opposite side that I'll launch the boat. So if I'm going to be launching on the right-hand side or so, then I'm going to go down on the left-hand side and go down almost to the bottom and then turn the boat around. And so the whole key here is straightening everything back out and doing so very slowly. If you gun it real fast, then you could have some problems with the boat not being strapped on anymore. It still should be anchored in the front. But basically, as you go down, then as you back up the other way, the backing part of it can be pretty tricky, and so we're going to go over that here just a little bit. But you just want to get it down so that the boat is just starting to float off of the trailer. At this point, it really helps to have somebody inside the boat ready to start it, ready to pilot it from the inside. And if you have yet another person, it's very helpful to help them take the front of the boat and unlatch it. So I'm going to go down the ramp again here with a view from inside the vehicle and just show you again. We're going to be launching on the right hand side in this case. So as you can see, we're kind of coming down the left hand side of the ramp here, and we're going to turn all the way around towards the bottom. And so you want to make sure that you pull forward enough that the trailer has straightened out. Otherwise it's a lot harder to get it to be straight as you're backing it down. So in this case, we're ready to back it back down, and I'm doing this one with just the trailer now to show you on this part of it. But you want to look back and make sure that the boat, or the trailer in this case, is straight before you start turning. So let me show you a quick trick for backing up the trailer. The key is to put your hand at the very bottom of the steering wheel, otherwise this won't work. But basically, what you need to do is as you turn the steering wheel to the right, the trailer will then go into that right mirror. If you need the trailer to go to the left, then you will turn the steering wheel to the left. And again, you have to have your hand at the bottom of the steering wheel for this to work. If it's on the top of the steering wheel, it's the opposite. One thing you do not want to do is turn the steering wheel several times like this and then back the trailer. As people do that, it jackknifes the trailer. It's too much steering. You really don't need to turn the steering wheel more than half of a rotation, or maybe at most a full rotation, for simply backing a trailer when you're backing it up straight. So the key with backing trailers is to do small movements. It doesn't take a lot of steering to get it to go where you need it to go. Sometimes you just have to do it slowly and be patient. So as you can see here, as I parallel park, note how I don't turn the steering wheel more than a half of a rotation. And so as you're slowly backing up, turn it half by half. If you find yourself turning the steering wheel more than a full rotation, you're probably doing it wrong. That's when you'll see the trailer start to jackknife and you get stressed out and you hurry and turn it the other way, and you're just going back and forth. If anything, pull forward to straighten it back out again. But as you notice here in my backing, I'm doing very small turning movements, and I'm just turning the steering wheel the direction that I want the boat to go. So go out and practice doing this. And so here I am backing down the ramp now. The trailer's straight. Again, if it starts to go way off, pull straight forward until it's straight again, and just do very small movements back and forth, and that trailer will go nice and straight for you. And at this point, keep an eye out for other people who might be jackknifing. You don't want to run into them, but we're going to go straight in. Next, as you can see, we have somebody who's helping walk the boat in. You can drive the boat onto the trailer if you feel comfortable doing that, but walking it in is usually fine at this point. And so, as you can see here, we've gone ahead and we have it pretty close, but we still need to ratchet it up about another foot or so. So, I didn't get too much good footage for this part, but for this reel, if you push down on this lever, you can then unwind it or wind it, and it's hooking up to the boat right here. And so, this is what it looks like. You just undo it and take it off of that latch, or when you're putting the boat back on the latch. I like to do this in four-wheel drive. You see people spinning their tires trying to pull a boat out. You want to pull out slowly and gradually. Make sure that the boat is lining up on both sides when that's time. And you want to make sure you're in four-wheel drive on the way down so you don't get stuck in neutral and go into the lake. And then obviously you're going to take the drain plug out once you're done at the lake with the boat. From here, we need to reattach our straps on each side. And something that you can do is pull the boat a foot or so out of the water and then put the straps on. That can, you can make sure that everything's secure as you're pulling it up that ramp. You would hate for the boat to come back off, which it shouldn't do if it's latched properly with the ratchet on the front. And in this case, we actually had to move the boat another foot or so forward, as you can tell here. And so we left the straps on it so that it would help keep it in place and it wouldn't go side to side, and we were able to then ratchet the boat up. So sometimes you just have to drop it in the lake again to get it right. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Please check out my playlist in the video description for other towing videos. And if you're new to the channel, please feel free to subscribe. Thanks for watching.